want to do is spend Christmas time with you. On Christmas morning, when everybody's here, you go to find religion for the first time since last year. Greet all the neighbors, how their kids have grown. Home is where the heart is, and the heart is back at home. The life I'm living is like a dream come true. But all I want to do is spend Christmas time with you. Spend Christmas time with you.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820. Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront. No hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now. with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
You're listening to Joco Community Radio.
There I am. Are we live?
We are. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Sorry, everyone. That was interesting. Well, we are excited to be here this wonderful Friday, Jobfather Nation. With that being said, we are proud to be part of NTX Radio, a EMG radio and podcast collective. And we proudly serve all of North Texas. We are live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network and on our station app. You can download it for free and check out our lineup and more. With that being said, before we jump into our exciting agenda and speak with our fabulous guests today, Jobfather Nation, let's bow our head for a quick word of prayer. Father God, we're just honored and privileged to be here to serve the job seeker community nationwide and globally. Please use this time we have to open up ideas, minds, and provide wonderful tips and treasures to support those that are either transitioning or in the job seeker community. Lord, I just pray you'd open amazing doors for everyone. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Wonderful. Well, Foster, before we get started, do we have a fun dad joke to kick everything off with?
Of course, this is designed to make you guys laugh. When you're in job search, you know you can laugh, you know you can have fun because it's just a matter of time, hopefully a short time, that you guys will be landing your next job opportunity. So
Woohoo!
let's check this out since we are a bunch of job seekers. I've got a dad joke, and Trevor, just do whatever after after I tell this joke. You count. Give me a 1 to 10. We usually have somebody in our listening audience that gives me a 1 to 10 on the joke. So anyway, a pirate came to our website, our company website, and applied for a job. Now, which of all those jobs on there, which one do you think he applied for? Dana, come on.
Walking the plank.
There's so many. They're good at so many things.
There's a lot. Yeah, pirates are good at a lot of things that we don't want to talk about. He applied for the architect. Oh my God.
That one was actually really good. I liked that one.
You like that one, Dana?
I did. That was cute.
Very, very cool. Very cool.
I was like, did he apply for the booty call? Just kidding.
Oh my God. There's all kinds. Boy, if you got one of those kind of jobs on your website, you got
Well, don't pirates they do like the treasure, the buried treasure? They call it.
Oh,
booty.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah, no.
Mergers and acquisition.
There you go. There we go.
You're
so
right.
Like y'all have dirty minds. I wasn't even meaning it dirty.
Wow. Well, yeah, my mind's a little shifty. So, guys, I want you guys. Our first guest is a longtime friend of mine. There she is right there, Denise Johnson. Now, she's been in learning and development for a number of years. Actually, Denise came down from Chicago years ago when I met Denise. And she now is an ICF coach And you know, we're going to talk all about today a confidence. How do we bridge
Mhm.
our? How do we bridge that job to
Mm.
confidence? So, guys, honestly, now
Mhm.
I've been guilty of hiring thousands of people, and so has Dana, and actually probably so has Denise.
Oh
So,
yeah.
uh, if you're not confident, guys, we're probably not going to hire you for what we're talking about. We have a need. We want somebody to come in confidently and bring that to us. So let's talk a little bit
Right.
about that with Denise, because
Yeah.
she's a much better wordsmith than I am.
Foster, thank you. Hello, everybody. This is just a treat to be with y'all today. So thank you.
Well, thank
And
you.
thank you. And actually, Foster, let's peel it back a little bit.
Okay,
Let's talk
that's what I
about,
want to do. Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about courage and confidence.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because I believe that there's a connection. And I think sometimes we
Hmm.
focus on the wrong part of that connection. And I'm cognizant that the folks who are listening might be in transitioning, they may be feeling all kinds of different emotions,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
absolutely. So let's talk about that. So the underlying thought is there's a connection between courage and confidence, and courage is about the doing, and confidence is about the having.
Got it.
But here's the
Okay.
deal.
Okay.
We've got to do some stuff before we have some stuff.
Right.
Well, that's true.
Yes. I often say that we have to do the work in order to do the work. So we'll talk a little bit about that today. So courage. So people might be thinking, where does courage come in this whole landscape of transition? So having courage is about first acknowledging that it's not going to feel real great. It may not feel great to step up to that courageous plate, but you can absolutely do it.
You can
So
do that.
one, yes. So one thing to think about when you're thinking about being courageous, especially in this season, realize that you might feel awkward. You might be, mm, dare I say, feel some embarrassment. Gosh,
Uh-huh.
can I go one step further and be provocative and say some people in the season may feel shame.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Yeah,
Yeah. And that's
I
not
just
abnormal.
right. Just gotta put that out there.
Yeah.
So yes, absolutely. So and you may be afraid. So as we become more courageous, so we can have that confidence that we absolutely desperately need, and we'll talk about some of the benefits of confidence after courage. Acknowledge those feelings, acknowledge that awkwardness, embarrassment, potential shame there. Think about who's your partner? Who can you reach out to help you with this? Who or what is going to help
Yeah.
you? Yes.
You
Hmm.
I
know,
go ahead, Dana.
oh no, I just really wanted to thank you
Mm,
for bringing up, and this is just so valuable. We're so honored to have you on the show with us today. Thank you for bringing up some of the normal emotions that all of us have probably gone through at some point or another when we're in a job search or job transition. I had a situation a little over a year ago,
Oh yeah.
about a year and a half ago,
Hmm.
where our company was not doing well and there were
mm,
global layoffs going on.
mhm.
And even though I was one of thousands and thousands of people that got laid off globally,
Yeah.
it there was still a series of emotions I went through: shock, anxiety, shame. Even though I didn't have anything to be shamed about,
No, you
those
didn't.
are all normal emotions. But addressing that and letting people know it's okay to go through those things, but you got to push through them to get to the other side, to remain productive, because God is going to open that right door. That's all I wanted to just really thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that, because it's, especially if you're an individual where you maybe have been with a company 15, 20 years, you know,
Mhm.
and you haven't really experienced much in the way of job transitions or unexpected layoffs. It's an unknown space, and that's
Right.
very hard mentally and emotionally.
Yeah,
Right. I
it
love
is.
that. Love
It's
that.
Trevor,
the
you've been
stages
with
of
a company
grief.
for 25 years, right? There was a time
I
that you
have.
were there for a long, long time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
go
So
through the
Trevor,
stages of grief. You're right. You know, you have
that's
times when you're
good.
angry. You have times when you try to
Mhm.
bargain. You have times when you go to accept. You
Mhm.
do all these things, but you, like you say, you have to push through it. You can't let that
Yep.
be a baggage that holds you back.
Love it.
Absolutely. And the
Hmm.
first, to your point, Trevor, the first way to start pushing through it is acknowledging that those feelings and Dana, to your point as well, are absolutely normal. And they're normal because we're human beings
Yep.
and we're fragile
Now
beings and
there it
we need
is.
to, yeah, we need to live this life in community with other people.
Yeah, it's one thing I
So,
love about the whole job seeker communities. There's so much love and support, and so many people come together and volunteer their time. And I always volunteered because I had a heart for it. But when I went through my recent, and I'd really never been laid off like that before, and when I went through my recent, transition about a year and a half ago, Foster can say, even volunteering in the job seeker community and being well networked in, I still went through a myriad of
Oh yeah,
emotions,
she
just like
did. She did.
I did. And there were in the community, the job seeker community helped uphold me. And I surrounded myself with friends and family that believed in me to help me, because there were days where I didn't want to do anything. I was so depressed. So I get it, but acknowledging those feelings is the first step. And then taking those steps and surrounding yourself with great networks like the job seeker community. And then there's many other networks that feed into the job seeker network
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
that are great as well. There was a group, I think, based out of Florida, where they do free interview coaching and resume writing, and even
Transition masters. Uh huh.
Yeah, we had a
Oh, Dana
person,
froze.
Dana.
I
So
I want.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead, Denise. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just double clicking on part of what Dana said. So it's acknowledging those absolutely human feelings, acknowledging to ourselves and to other people, because we can show up at Job Seeker Networks. You can do
Hmm.
that without people ever knowing what's going on with you. So it's really taking that step into vulnerability and being clear about where you are. So that's the first step of being courageous. And then the second piece, or preparing to be courageous, the second piece that I really invite people to do is think about doing something that's going to make you, and y'all know what I'm going to say, that's going to make you a bit uncomfortable.
Uh oh.
And it could be something related to your job search or not. Let me offer one that may be a little bit lighter. Perhaps as you go through job search, you can do something that you've never done. Maybe you've always wanted to run. Maybe there's an exercise. Trevor, I see you shaking your head. Maybe there's something that you wanted to do that's really going to build something in you. Be courageous enough to step into that at this
Yeah.
time. It's time for that too. Now, Trevor, does that resonate with you?
Of course, of course. I'm doing all sorts of things that a year ago I thought I'd never be doing. A lot of it's geared towards the job searching, being on this wonderful radio program. I never thought I'd be on a radio program looking for opportunities like this. So
I
this is
know it's
amazing.
different, isn't it? Mhm. I
Absolutely.
know. I've never, ever, ever been close to media, and now I have been there 6 years, and I'm comfortable with it. I didn't say I was good at it, but I'm comfortable with it because I know that I, for some reason, was put on this earth, and God lined me up with my career and what I'm supposed to do, what I have learned I'm using because I want to help you job seekers understand what you're up against, in not all situations, but as many as I can. And I've met wonderful
Mhm,
friends along the way, like Denise, and that
mhm.
helped me do that kind of thing. It helped me, all of a sudden we've got a radio show and I know all these people. But you know what? I know who to bring on this radio show that can get the good information out that we're trying to get out to job seekers. So there you have it, Denise.
I love that. And what I'm hearing from both of you is the doing makes you more comfortable. That
It
is
does.
yes, that's your gateway to confidence. And confidence is so absolutely loaded. The other thing that I'm going to put out there and offer people to do, and Foster, you know that this is a hot point for me. I shared it a number of months ago when I spoke at Frisco Connect.
At
But
Fresco
use
Connect.
this,
Uh-huh.
yes, use this time to make yourself a little bit uncomfortable and learn about things that you don't know about.
Yeah.
That
The
is
territory.
even increasing, yeah, your courage, and it's increasing your marketability.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So that's the we have to do the thing before we get the thing. So let's talk about what's on the other side for confidence.
Right, right. Yeah, let's talk about
As,
that.
yep, as we build our confidence, it's like a magnet. And what do magnets do? They pull the
Attract,
other.
or they
They
they they
attract.
might they might repel.
Well, we're going to focus on the magnet that attracts.
Yeah,
The
we're
mag
gonna
and
attract. We're gonna attract today.
yes, we're going to attract, and not only do magnets attract, but they attract with force, right? There's a pull, there's a nudge in. That's what confidence does.
Hmm.
And it allows you to really align with the things that people are looking for as they look for wonderful candidates to come into their organizations.
Hmm.
So, one example, and I have to share this now since we're the Friday morning after Thursday night football.
Oh yeah.
Confidence kind of builds. I'm going to throw out swag, right? Confidence
Let's throw it
builds,
out there.
yeah, it builds swag. It builds charisma. I got to think that the Arizona Cardinals walk out on the field a lot differently than the Kansas City Chiefs. What do y'all think about that?
Well,
Yep.
that's funny you brought that up. And Arizona Cardinals fan, my nephew Bryce, that's probably watching. Nothing against Arizona Cardinals, nothing, nothing
Not at
against
all.
Kyler Murray, but they do, because of what they have gone through. They walk out on that field a little bit different.
Yep.
Last night, uh, hey, the Chiefs were looking pretty good last night. I got to
Heck
say.
yeah, they were. Woo!
Absolutely. And right, we're not trying to beat up on
No, we're not
Arizona.
beating up on
No,
Arizona.
Uh, the point is, after you do the thing, after you build some victories, after you take some chances on the field or
Yes,
wherever your field is, you stand a little bit differently. You live your life differently. You attract more opportunities. And that's
right.
exactly what job seekers want, post and transition want right now.
That's right. I have
Yes.
climbed to the heights of a transition or job transition, a talent acquisition director. And for
Mhm.
years and years, I'm not going to tell you how many years, but for years, for years and years, I have been that. But you know what? I do best. That has been my career, but I do best at being foster. Now,
yeah.
are we
Mm.
are we being, I'm not going to say are we being foster in our interviews, because the absolute answer to that is no. But
Mm.
are you being Trevor? Trevor's been a program manager for years. But
Mhm.
let's get, when we're interviewing, we want to know who Trevor is. We've already ascertained, we've looked at the paper, we've seen the experience that made us want to talk. So let's talk. Let's get to
Mhm.
know who Trevor is. Now, if Trevor comes aboard with ideas because he's remembering his experiences and he's coming across confident, if Trevor's confident, I'm gonna listen to what Trevor's talking about.
Hmm. And what would be some of the clues if you were talking with Trevor that
You
you would
know,
just know that Trevor
you
was
know
confident?
what? One thing for me, Denise, is eye contact. I know that we as people, and I'm not a psychologist, psychiatrist, whatever this stuff is, but when we are pressing a point that we really want to get across to who we're talking to,
Yeah,
because we're knowledgeable and confident in the area that we're talking, we will
yeah,
come up with ideas, we will
Yeah.
come up with applications of
Yep.
that experience that we have had, and to
Mhm.
see if it might be a good idea in this new environment that we're applying for. We're trying to we're talking to the hiring manager who has that experience, that part of the Starship Enterprise that we haven't visited before. So when we are doing that and we're feeling confident, we will look you straight in the eye, and we don't want to say we're pressing it into you, but that's what we're
Right.
doing. That's what Foster will do. I will make that eye contact and say, "Hey, this is what I know, and what you think about this?"
You know what, Foster, I hear is that demonstration of confidence by making eye contact is really
Hmm.
feeling comfortable with who you
That's
are
right.
in that
That's right.
moment, what your ideas are. And that takes some courage and confidence. And I just want to underscore that, especially if you're in a season that you never thought that you'd be in.
That's
That
right.
takes a little bit, it takes a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's just real. I think it's important to think about that when you demonstrate that, when you do the work, when you do the work so you can do the work, lean into courageous acts and your
Hmm.
confidence starts to build, then other people see that. We talked about
Yes.
swag. It also communicates, it builds trust, respect, two important things too.
Yeah.
It communicates capability and
Hmm.
credibility.
That credibility
Capability
is
and
important.
absolutely. Because in this season, what you're asking people to do is lean into me and believe and accept my capability and my
Yes.
credibility so
Yeah.
we can have
Mhm.
a relationship going forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
That makes
When
sense.
guys, when we're interviewing, and Dana and I talk about this all the time, when we're interviewing in the back of our head, we're wondering, we've got a team, and I can say that, my God, my last team that I managed was huge. But according to what we do, I have been in this space. This is hypothetical. Dana is interviewing to be in the space that I am in. Now, I am knowledgeable of that space. I'm making a determination in the back of my head, according to the way Dana is talking to me, according to the way that I'm picking up her vibe, whether she will fit into, or whether I think she will fit into the way that we do things here at this company. So when Dana comes in with new ideas, hey, Foster, I've experienced this over here, and questions that Dana
Mm,
may ask me may show that, hey, Dana's confident when she's talking about, because she's asking me a question I may not be able to answer.
I love that. I
Agreed.
think,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, stepping into the place where you're asking questions, good questions. I don't want to say
Yes.
loaded questions, but I want to say needy questions, right?
Uh huh.
Those
Uh
are
huh.
questions on the plate that you may need that knife, that fork and that knife to cut up with. So
Yeah.
that is yes, that's a demonstration of courage and confidence when you do that. So the whole bottom line of building a bridge to courage and confidence is to help people remember that we got to do something again before we get something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We don't just roll out of the bed in the morning feeling confident. We've got to take some
Well, that's
risks.
true.
Absolutely.
Yeah, feel awkward, feel uncomfortable, but the dividends are huge.
Yeah, absolutely. You couldn't have said it better.
Yes, absolutely.
Dana
The
So
has
hardest
gone
part
in
you
for an
see is
interview.
just
Go ahead, Trevor.
I'm saying just the hardest part of all of that is getting started. Working with the Who You Know
mm,
organization. That's
Yeah.
step one. You have to start somewhere.
yeah. Yeah, so Trevor, I think that that's an amazing point. The hardest part is getting started. I'm going to put you
Hmm.
a little on the spot, but I know you're really not on the spot because you're here for it. How do you get yourself to get started?
That's a
Ooh.
challenge. It's a lot of research. It's a lot of understanding where you want to go, the direction you want to take, and then you step forward. You have that courage. You take a step into that new realm. You're on a radio show. You're putting together a video resume. You're doing things that are outside your comfort zone. But the more you do things like that, the easier it is to get started into your next step. So it's practice, it's endurance, and it's
Yes.
just putting yourself
Yeah.
out there.
I want to use
So,
these two words, due diligence, Denise, real quick. I'm
hmm,
jumping in on your time. But here,
no, no,
Foster,
okay.
what are you talking about? So, guys, if you are going to interview for a specific company, it might be a target company. Are you doing your research? Have you done your due diligence? Which is going to, it's going to involve your research. What's the latest things been going on in that company? Why is this particular job there? Questions that Foster's going to ask going into an interview to ascertain what I'm getting myself into. This is 2024 now. Come on, y'all. Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask specific questions to find out, hey, what's going on around here? How things are being done? Because remember, and I have made this talking about an interview is a two-way street, guys. Okay, I'm going to shut up.
Yeah, it is a two-way street, though. It's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and Foster, to that point, you mentioned Trevor. Trevor, you've been in your previous organization for a number of years. So imagine that, just undertaking that due diligence to research, to investigate, to explore is not necessarily a comfortable venture,
Oh,
especially
now
if
you're
you haven't
talking.
had to do it. Yeah, absolutely. But it's a necessary venture and it will help you show up in a different way. And there's another piece that I want to add on to what you said, Trevor. Before the show, I clicked on LinkedIn and just saw a snippet of your video resume.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if you could tell. So I'm assuming that was your first video resume ever.
Yeah, it's true.
How did you feel after you pressed that button that said post?
When I finally saw it, I was relieved that such a product came out of something that I helped put together. Again, it's with the Who You Know organization. Trevor Houston did a great job and helped me out there. But I was relieved when it was done. I said, "This is a valuable thing. This is a reflection of me talking as myself." It goes beyond paper. It goes beyond phone calls, and it allows people to see who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hear that there was a lot of pride in there too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Yeah. Do you see that Trevor didn't want to admit that? He kind of laughed when I said that, but he is proud of himself. That's good. I
You
love
have to
that.
be proud of yourself.
Yes.
You're not going to market
Boldly
yourself
go
who is,
where
right?
no man has
That's
gone before.
that's absolutely correct. So
I like
that's
that
really
stop.
good.
I've used that many times, to boldly go, guys. Not just to go, but to boldly go. How do I boldly go? What makes me feel confident to go walking in this room talking about something? I've never been to this company before. I don't know Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was from the from Star Trek,
That's
correct?
right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So even out of the sci-fi world, right? That came along the time that we were going into space and landing
Uh-huh.
on the moon.
Uh-huh.
That took a lot of courage to step into the unknown, and that's exactly what's happening here. I love
Uh-huh.
that.
I hear music. So, Denise, thank you so much. We're going to have you back and whenever we can. And we'll see you guys after the commercial. We'll be talking to Trevor.
Let's be honest. Wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair, the world's lightest wheelchair, is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Actually, it's still morning, Jobfather Nation,
It
at least
is.
if you're in Central Time Zone, or earlier. But we are excited to be back for the second half of the show. What a
Hmm.
wonderful, productive first half we had. And again, we are so excited and proud to be here, part of NTX Radio, proudly serving North Texas and the Jobfather um, podcast and radio show. Um, Honestly, we have a fabulous network globally
Yeah, it is.
listening to this show, and we're honored to be able to serve such a great job seeker community. With that said, I know one thing, Foster, we did not bring up in the first part of the show before we get to your next dad joke.
Let everybody
Do
who know who Mez is.
Yeah, Mez is amazing, and we're so grateful to have her. And she runs the scene for us behind the scenes. If we
That's
didn't have
right.
Mez, we wouldn't be where we're at. So thank you, Mez. In addition, do you have any jobs that you wanted to announce or any landings you wanted to announce, Foster?
You know, um, I want to announce to everybody that hot job that that I have been recruiting for with the insurance agency has closed. We have found a candidate that's no longer a candidate. That candidate isn't an employee now. That's what's going to
Nice.
happen to Trevor Heilman here. That we're gonna hear in a minute. Dana, do you have anything going on, or even at Caris Life Sciences where you used
Yeah,
to work?
I am so glad you asked. So we are still hiring for insurance, accounts receivable, HR space, and payment posting. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say HR space, healthcare space. Must have the healthcare background for
Yes.
both our insurance/patient AR role and our payment poster role. Um, we are also hiring nationwide at many of our practices for front office and surgical assistants. And we have a couple open positions in Arlington and Grand Prairie in a
Oh,
couple of our practices here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, front office and surgical assistants. All of it's on our website. You can go to Beacon Oral Specialists.com, go under the career section and look at the Texas postings. But we also have these types of roles nationwide that we're hiring for. In addition to that, you were right, Foster. Caris Life Sciences is hiring, whether it be billing specialists, whether it be lab or laboratory operations in our Phoenix area, customer support. Take a look at carislifesciences.com. They are a great organization and usually consistently hire in a lot of these areas. That's what I have right now, Foster.
that's cool. And I want you job seekers to know that when we're talking about Caris, you spell it Caris, guys. Caris. Caris Life Sciences. A really, really unique oncology type of healthcare company.
Yes.
You guys will find some neat stuff.
Yes.
So go check out that website, check out who Caris is, see what opportunities
Yes.
are over there for you guys. Dana used to be the head recruiter for the place, and
Yeah.
we still have our relationship with Caris Life Sciences, and
Absolutely.
Delane Hutchison might be listening to us on the phone right now. So hey, Delane, if you're out
Yay.
there, we love you and Christian. I want to
Yes.
shout out to the people that have been affected over in Grand Prairie. There was a water uh, episode yesterday. Dana, I don't think I even called and told you about that,
No,
guys.
what
There
happened?
was a big fire, and it was a chemical fire, from what I understand, and they weren't able to put the fire out using water. They used that chemical foam to put the fire out. So when they did, the
What?
chemical foam got into the water system, through the drains and all that stuff. And they told the people not to drink the water. There was people everywhere that were they provided water. They were giving bottled water out on the street. So if you guys are still in those specific areas that are affected
Wow.
by that, I just wanted to give you guys a shout out and say hang right in there.
Oh,
And that was an interesting thing. Now
Yeah, and
another
all the
interesting
businesses that
thing,
had to close because they didn't have water
yeah,
for their customers.
and the school is closed today. Absolutely.
how
That
did I
was
not know about this? This is awful.
yeah, man. That's we got a lot of stuff going on the news these days.
Mm.
But guys, I have and Trevor's going to have to score me on this again. I've got another dad joke to open up the second half of the show.
Let's do
Uh,
it.
so I got up this morning and there was a lion. And I heard this noise in the closet. It was a lion hiding in my closet. And I said, "What are you doing in my closet?" He said, "Narnia business."
Oh my word. Oh,
Oh,
Foster.
So some of you guys
That
may
one's
not
pretty
know.
bad.
Oh my God, that was
yeah,
bad. But I
that
liked
was
that.
down there.
I thought that was
I
down
had a
there.
backup one just in case that one didn't go
Yeah, no,
well, but
you
yeah,
should
that
go
one was
ahead
good.
and share.
Go ahead and share it with us. Go
All
ahead and give
right,
it
all
to us.
right. What's an astronaut's favorite part of the computer?
Oh,
The space?
the space bar.
The space bar.
Ah, I
Ah!
should. Of course, I'd get that one. That's my hobby there, boy. I tell you,
I like
that is
it.
cool. That's a good one, Trevor. Now you know I
That
like
was a
that one.
good one.
I'm always talking about my astronomy and stuff that I put people to sleep in record time with. So, guys, I want you to meet
Oh,
Trevor Heilman,
Foster.
and that's guys that is Heilman, and he is the only. I've been a recruiter for I don't know. I told you I'm not going to tell y'all how many years I've been talent acquisition, but Trevor's the only Heilman that I think I've ever run across. Dana, have you ever? You've been a recruiter for a long time. Have you ever seen someone with the last name Heilman?
No, honestly, I haven't. Very unique.
Yeah, Trevor is it German?
It is German, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, believe it or not, my great grandmother, no, she didn't marry him, but my great grandfather's last name was Ludwig. So I kind of know some of that German stuff. I thought that was cool. I like that ancestry stuff. So I said, "Ooh, I'm
Yeah,
I'm
that's pretty
part German."
cool.
So in high school, I took German because of my great grandfather.
Oh, that's so cool.
Anyway, I digress. So this is Trevor Hyman, guys, and Trevor is going to tell us all about his years, many, many years as a program manager, and what it has morphed into now. It still is, but it's kind of taken on a little bit of the different uh, look than what he did. Trevor, was it 7-Eleven that you were at for those many years?
I was
Ooh.
just at 7-Eleven this last year,
Uh huh.
working on some cloud platform standardization projects. That was very exciting. Study
Yeah.
the technology had to do with their mergers and acquisitions and how
Uh huh.
everyone could be more secure, be more resource focused, and have a better time with consolidating various cloud platforms. So that was
Oh,
interesting.
wow. Okay.
But
That's
the
neat.
company I spent my many years with is
Right.
NCR.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. Okay. Tell
Gotcha.
us a little bit more about what are some of the things that you've done. I know you've been a program manager. Yeah, what does that look like? Foster, you throwing this program manager out, and what
Yeah.
has it morphed into? After so many years of performing a function, just like me, I was a recruiter for so long, and then all of a sudden I became a talent acquisition director. I went through the
Yeah.
manager phase, and then I became a director. We don't always stay in the same space.
Yeah.
We're talking about the space bar, right? We don't always
Space
stay in
bar.
that same space all the time. So, Trevor, what would you like to see your next job become? Tell us about what Trevor's looking for.
it's hard to say, but what I'm looking for
Yeah.
is a team that's in a challenging or new situation and being able to organize and develop and be innovative and bring that team, train that team, grow that team, and take on that challenging and complex or new situation. I've had several opportunities in my past where Trevor, here's an idea. We need a practice built around this idea. And I would go out and I would research the vendors, research the customers, hire on the
Okay.
team members. Unfortunately, have to let people go sometimes, but it was
Yeah,
just an amazing thing to kind of spread your wings and take on an idea that someone had and grow that to fruition and turn it into,
Yeah.
a multi-million dollar practice.
that's right. Multi-million dollars. So
Hmm.
they had an idea and they say, Trevor, take off and run with it, huh?
Several times. A lot of times, my time at NCR, it was, I changed positions several times, but it was always, Trevor, we need you here. Trevor, we need you here. Trevor, we need you here. Sometimes it was for a specific niche, like developing processes and procedures. Sometimes it was developing a company-wide application that ultimately was rolled out throughout our global environment, and I think even
Right.
some of our customers adopted it. So it's just
Yeah.
a wide brand. You can come up and say, yes, I'm a program manager, but no one's going to understand what that program manager means. You have to caveat that with your experience of what did you do as a program manager that makes you separate and distinct.
That makes
I
sense.
agree. Uh-huh. Trevor, now, when you see a job on a job posting site on somebody's website, so what are some? And I know they're going to be a myriad of different ones, but what are some of the jobs that capture your eye and say, I might want to look into that. Now, program manager, I know, but it's going to be there's all sorts of program management. There's all sorts of programs out there. So, what
Right.
kind of companies attract you? I know aerospace and maybe healthcare a little bit.
Now, well, my background, I've been in retail and hospitality. I've been in
Yes,
finance. I've been in government. I've been in telecommunications. I've been in
telecom.
automation. But I'm eager for new challenges. So I'm looking for aerospace. I've not been in aerospace necessarily before. I've had some working with their clients and customers, American Airlines and things like this. But
Uh-huh.
to get in and take my skills, my transferable
Yeah.
skills,
Right.
you're always managing scope and budget, time, resources, all these wonderful things. But taking those skills into new environments, that's exciting to me, and I'm
Hmm.
looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to healthcare. I have a major in life science. I've not been able to
Yeah.
use my major for anything just yet. I'd like to be
Me
able to
either.
go into the medical field
Yeah.
and
What
explore
titles?
those.
Oh, you know what? And I appreciate you saying that. So you have a life sciences major.
I am, yes.
That
I have
is
a major
phenomenal.
in life sciences and a minor in information systems management.
Awesome. So when you think about, your next role or, your upcoming opportunities that you'd like to evaluate what you're looking for to jump into next, just to
Mhm.
give our leaders that are listening, what titles would best fit you that you would be open to considering? And obviously, it sounds like you're pretty flexible in terms of a vertical with a passion for healthcare and the life sciences
Right.
space. But what titles or meaning like what capacity are you looking to jump into? What are you open to for your next home?
Yeah, and that's a great question. Probably a director level position would be great, but
Okay.
some of these programs are just as important as these director level positions.
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah.
they. Hmm.
we had a nice session this last Thursday. I was able to attend that, and
Yeah,
the person that was presenting, job titles, sometimes don't reflect what you're doing.
it's
I
very
would be
true. Very
I would
true.
be happy to have a job
Yeah.
title
That.
that reflects what I'm doing. Communicator extraordinaire. Something along those lines that are going to help you stand out, and people
Yeah.
say, "Okay, what's on your business card?" Great,
Mhm.
communicator
Yeah.
extraordinaire. Awesome. We know what that
Yeah.
is.
That
We know what you
that
Yeah.
need.
connector. Yeah.
That makes a
Mhm.
difference. It really does. And you are right. A lot of times, once we get into the level of roles that you're involved in, sometimes the sky can be the limit in terms of all the responsibilities you might actually have compared to what the title or the capacity of your role is. And then for those that are high
Right.
performers, in general, such as yourself, you tend to take on more to get more done, which means that you're definitely functioning outside the initial scope you were hired for, right?
Well
Right.
said.
Yeah,
Trevor,
And
what
if you're not
part
growing,
of
you're not growing.
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Trevor, what part of the Metroplex do you live in?
I'm in East Fort Worth, so right next
Oh
Okay.
door to
wow.
Arlington and in that
Mhm.
area. And I
And
was
I
born and
asked
raised
that
in Irving,
question.
so I'm really familiar with that area too.
Oh, awesome.
I asked
That's
that question I've got a question in the back of my mind going, I think Trevor's position and some of the positions that you have and you are looking for that you and some that you have had could be maybe not completely remote but hybrid. Am I
Perfectly fine.
talking right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
awesome.
I've been looking at positions that are, up in Frisco as far as
Oh
hybrid,
wow.
Plano,
Hmm.
Louisville. I spent some time with PACCAR in Louisville, and that was a hybrid position.
Oh yeah,
Irving,
Packard.
Arlington.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. And Trevor, make sure, and I'm not saying this because you got a life sciences a degree, but check out Karis Life Sciences. They are
Yeah. They may have
definitely
some roles that could
in
be
the
a great
oncology
fit.
space. Yeah, you might
That
find
would be
yourself.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if
I
you
would
do
love to take
see
my
anything,
medical.
yeah.
Hmm.
I
Exactly.
would love to take my medical and combine it with my IT abilities. That would be awesome.
Well, if you
You know,
see anything,
that's a neat combination there. I like that.
oh,
One of
it's a
my best
unique
buddies,
combination.
David Williams, who is probably listening to this show, I want to introduce you to him because he has not an IT, he's a CPA. Is mostly his background has been in finance, but he's teamed it with finance teams in IT. So he's that rare person that can go between and
Yeah.
build programs
Hmm.
uh
Yeah.
in between. And now he's gotten, David, I'm talking about you. He's he's gotten he has morphed it into supply chain and logistics now. So David is becoming so focused now. I'm saying, dude, you're not going to ever get a job because you're too specialized. But
Yeah.
Trevor is not specialized. He is a lot of you companies that I have invited to listen today. I wanted you guys to see and hear Trevor and get your minds to thinking. What could we bring Trevor in for? Do we have something new going on in here that needs putting together? Does it need organizing? Some of those type of things. And from that leadership role, Trevor is available to go to work. And I want to say right now, guys, Trevor doesn't have to put in a 2 or 3 week notice. Dana, there are some companies that require a 3 week notice
Sometimes
when
4.
you're leaving,
It,
and
yeah.
I've heard of 4. Yep.
Just recently, we are hiring a director level person that needed the company was requiring a 4 week notice. We're like, wow, okay, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. The company I'm thinking about is over in Fort Worth. I'm not gonna slander that requires a 4 week notice. So um I'm glad you got a chance to meet Dana as well, and you guys should,
yes,
if you're
Definitely.
not already linked, you definitely should, because Dana has had many years in healthcare as a talent acquisition manager. So
yep. If you see
That would be
anything
great.
at Karis, let me know. I know the director of recruiting over there. I can get you a personal introduction. I know the majority of
That'd
the
be amazing.
recruiters. Yep. And if I happen to know any of the hiring leaders, I'll put in a good word. But if you do see anything, just let me know. Text me.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I'm happy to support too. You just can't take in this world. You got to give back. So I'm happy to pay forward
that's it.
whatever it is that I get.
Oh, appreciate it. No, that's great. Anything we can do to help. Any
And he
company would be lucky to have you for sure.
And yeah, they would. And he's not kidding when he says that. Companies I want to suggest, and it was made mention of before. We heard Denise mention it before. Go to Trevor's Heilman, guys. Heilman. Go and check out his LinkedIn profile. On his LinkedIn profile is his first video resume. I saw that last night, and I even mentioned it in
So
our show
cool.
notice today. And that will
So
help you
cool.
understand a little
Right.
bit more about
I love
Trevor.
it. Yeah.
Hmm. And Trevor, you should get some people want because of that. You should get some people that want to connect with you on LinkedIn because of that, and they might want to be even talking to you. Trevor, how did you put a video resume on your LinkedIn
Yep.
profile? Not a bad idea, guys.
Mhm.
This show is here to share not only good candidates. Now, the people that Dana and I and Mez bring on this show have been vetted. Now, do they know they've been vetted? Probably not. but there is something that we see in them
Yep.
that we feel we want to represent. We want to endorse that you guys connect with. I see Dion Lawrence is with us. Dion was on with us a couple of weeks ago. Another person, guys, if you have any interest in talking to somebody about AI, you should contact Dion Lawrence, Dionne. Now, I don't have to spell Lawrence for you guys because you can spell that's my middle name. I usually don't tell people that, Dana.
Yeah, now I know. I can't believe all these years I've known you and I just now found out your middle name.
That's my middle name. That's right.
But Foster, you are absolutely right. I mean, I am so honored to be part of the show. The guests that we have on this show are top notch. Trevor
They are
is
top. Absolutely,
top
they are.
notch. And honestly, like, it sounds kind of funny when we say the golden stamp of approval, but we really
Hmm.
mean it because Foster is very select about who he brings on the show, and we're proud to have these individuals on the show. They are
Yeah,
amazing, and
they
any
make us
company
look
would
good.
be
Yeah.
blessed to hire them, and they do make us look good. And
Hmm.
I mean, both parts of the show is. I'll be honest, this is one of my favorite shows. I've enjoyed both of our guests today. We have phenomenal quality, high level, intelligent individuals on the show sharing. And it's just been an amazing hour. I'm just so excited about Trevor and about everybody here today.
Yeah, Trevor, we appreciate you coming aboard with us. Everybody doesn't do media, but
Yeah,
we're always talking. A lot of job seekers that come and saying, we just got through talking about new ideas. And Trevor shared with us he never thought about in his job search being on the radio show to find a
yeah.
job. And he's here
You
and
get
he's doing just
networked.
fine. And
Yeah.
his information behind the scenes is set up for you guys to go and visit and learn more about Trevor. So
Absolutely.
I definitely wanted Trevor to join us, and he did.
And he even had a backup dad joke. I mean, how impressive is that?
Yeah,
Just in
yeah.
case.
Now you know what? That sounds like Trevor may have done his due diligence, the two D's, and you know, hey, Dana Mez says that
Sorry.
Lawrence is her dad's middle name. Now that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
If I ever meet her dad, I'm gonna go, hey, Mr. Lawrence, I'm another one. Trevor, thanks for the dad joke,
Yeah.
especially the fact that it was astronomy related.
No, it
That
was fun. I
that was
got it too.
perfect
I
for me.
said space, the space, but I guess I should have thrown bar in there too.
Uh huh. Absolutely.
No.
That's
Well, you
fun.
guys are doing
Every
such a great service, though. The program is wonderful, and anyone is lucky to be on here. You guys are really doing a valuable service to our community and those that are looking for jobs. And thank you again for everything you guys are doing.
Well, thank you for what
Absolutely.
you're doing because I've watched you network. There were a number of things that I've seen that you didn't know I was looking at you, and
Yeah.
there's a number of things that I've seen, and that's why I approached you to be on this show, guys.
Yeah.
I want to tell you guys another. I say you guys, job seekers, all of us,
Y'all.
y'all. I mean, we're in Texas, right? Guys, Trevor is epitome of somebody that's willing to pay it forward. What are you talking about, Foster? Well,
Yeah.
you're in job search. You have had a cadre of experience yourself. And are you getting out amongst your fellow man and networking face to face? I mean, Zoom is fine, but face to face is better. And
Mhm.
when you get out, are you truly helping others? Do you show a interest in helping other people? There are a lot of people that are watching and they can pick that up. I'm one of those people. I get a chance to see people in the network environment. Say, okay, let me check this out. Let me see what's
Yep.
going on here. Because you can tell somebody that's just there shaking the shingles, as we used to say in the
Shaking the
country. Some people are
shingles.
just there, and then some people are there to, of course, you're there to get some ideas on your own job search, but
Yeah.
are you giving? And that giving part is actually bigger than that
Mhm.
taking part. Now, there is something that was sewn into the fabric of life years and years ago. You will reap what you sow. Well, if that's the case, then what are you sowing?
That's right. That's
Mhm.
a good
Now,
point.
I didn't mean to get into a
You said the fabric of
soliloquy
life.
there.
That was so greatness.
The fabric of life.
You're very
The
deep.
fabric of life and reap what you sow.
Every once in a while, I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
I mean, that was highly philosophical for Friday almost afternoon.
We're almost to the afternoon. Trevor,
I know.
is there anything else that might be on your mind? Dana and I, we love this show. We love to start talking, but we don't want to take up your time if there's something else that you want to let job seekers or job seekers or the companies that have been invited and the companies that are going to discover this show and see Trevor Heilman on there.
Absolutely.
Well, one thing I'll mention that if you send me information and I'm not quite a good fit, there's probably someone on my network that's going to be a better fit. I'll be happy to introduce you.
Oh,
That's a
love
good
that.
example of what I was just talking about.
Yep.
Trevor, what's the best way to contact you? How do we know we can go and find you on LinkedIn? What's your email address?
My email address is Trevor, Trevor, .l, not for Lawrence, but .l, Heilman, Heilman, @gmail.com.
Perfect. I see Gerard Roble is with us. Gerard is my buddy. He's out in Florida where the weather's a lot nicer than here a lot of times. Sometimes it's not. But that is a person that you will probably hear from, Trevor. He is like Dana and I. He has a calling in his life to help people that are in job search.
Yep.
And that's what we do, is get out there and do that. Now, I have met people all over the country and new ideas and things because of Gerard. So when he sends you a LinkedIn, he's going to say, I saw you on the show. Connect with me. I hear the music, Dana.
I do too. What a great show today.
So what happens next Friday, Dana?
Another good show?
That's what I'm talking about right there. Join us next Friday, you guys.
Bye.
Thanks, Trevor.
Take care,
Thanks,
everybody.
Trevor. Thanks, everyone.
Yoco Community Radio. Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
587 800